Cody Rhodes makes some shocking comments about AEW in a recent interview, as well as MJF fires some shots at The Rock before WrestleMania, and we'll break it all down for you coming up on this episode of Wrestle Digest. But before we get into it, just want to say that 89% of you guys watch this aren't subscribed to the channel, so if you're looking for another home for wrestling content here on YouTube, you found it right here at Wrestle Digest, so make sure to go down below and hit that subscribe button. But with that said, let's get right into the first topic of the video today, which is Cody Rhodes shoots on AEW. And yes, as we take a look here, Cody Rhodes was recently on the Ariel Helwani's MMA Hour, where he revealed that he had signed a new WWE contract, and he wouldn't disclose for how many years it was, but Helwani then asked Cody if he ever thought about returning to AEW, when he said, no, it's not any way negative towards them. It's just, I know I didn't win the title at WrestleMania 39, but I was in the spot I always dreamed of, and I know how lucky I am to be in this spot. When I see a poster and there I am front and center amongst other unbelievably talented people, when I see the 2K24 cover, when I see the responsibility, they didn't hand me the exact same ball at AEW. He says, you're the quarter, he says, and they didn't hand him the ball at AEW and say, you're the quarterback. But they certainly gave me a lot of responsibility. I feel it would have been against my being because I was slotted there. You helped put me there, and now I'm making something of it and growing it beyond what you thought it ever could be. I wanted to keep doing that for them. It just didn't cross my mind, not in a negative towards them, a negative towards any other places. This is what I've enjoyed doing. And obviously, Brady, I mean, these are some big comments to come out of Cody Rhodes saying that, you know, AEW wouldn't be in the spot they are right now without him. The business wouldn't have grown without, you know, Cody Rhodes being a star over there on their roster. I mean, it's a lot to, you know, kind of digest here, but what is your initial, reaction to this?
Well, I think Cody has a very valid point here in what he's saying. Cody's American Nightmare character, as I've mentioned in previous videos, has been the biggest babyface that the WWE have seen since Daniel Bryan. And I mean, to say that is just massive. And the fact that AEW, I mean, Cody helped found that place. Like, if he wasn't a founding father, I mean, who knows? It might not be where it is today. So, like, the fact that he had the same gimmick, the same theme, the same attire, the same everything on AEW, and they just didn't give him the ball. As he said, they didn't allow him to run and be the fighting champion that he wanted to be. He mentioned a lot of responsibility, but I don't think Cody wanted the corporate Cody role in AEW. I think he wanted to be the main event star, the baby face that he is now in the WWE.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with everything you're saying here, and it must have been like a shock to Cody to, you know, not be handed the ball, not be handed, you know, the quarterback of the business, quarterback of a new wrestling company that is starting, and kind of took off because of his popularity in WWE beforehand, and become like you said, because he came in the American Nightmare. He came in, you know, with the awesome theme song, with the gimmick, with everything he has in WWE that he had in AEW. And then CM Punk comes back and gets handed the ball immediately. It must have been hard for him to kind of, you know, deal with that situation because he was there since the beginning. He started AEW. He put it on the map. He put it where it is today, in my opinion. And then, you know, CM Punk obviously coming back is huge news, but Cody Rhodes still should have been, you know, the main eventer.
I gotta agree with you there as well. Even if they gave Cody an opportunity to run heel, I mean, that could be a whole different outcome and everything would be completely changed. But, I mean, he's just too big of a guy to not have in a starring picture. But, I mean, part of the problem with that in AEW as well, the fans in the audience most of the time in the AEW shows, I didn't find them to be as receptive towards Cody as they were like other guys such as Moxley and Bryan Danielson
Jericho.
And even, you know, Sammy Guevara, Jericho, these guys, right? But no doubt, Cody being in WWE, I think was the ultimate circle. It was the circle of life for him, going out and building a name for himself, not having to hold his father's coattails here. I mean, he do bring up that Dusty is his father, but Dusty did not make Cody. Cody made Cody.
Yeah, I definitely agree with what you're saying there. And the best move for him was to come back to WWE. Like he said, last year at WrestleMania, obviously he lost against Roman. And this year, main eventing both nights of WrestleMania. I mean, AEW must know what they missed out on here in Cody Rhodes. They had him. They had him in the palm of their hands. Like, I guess Bray Wyatt would say, in the palm of your hands, RIP. But they had him there. He could have been their star, but instead they decided to give him to their competition to make them hit their big star. I mean, that is just a crazy decision by AEW to make that when they could have just gave him, what he wanted. Give him the title. Give him the opportunity to be a fighting champion and just prove himself, to be one of the best wrestlers in the world. But instead, they gave him to WWE and he has done exactly that. He has proven to be one of the best wrestlers in the world right now. And, I mean, he's not wearing any gold to be a fighting champion, but I think after WrestleMania, that will change.
Well, it's definitely the biggest challenge that Roman has had to face to date. And as we've mentioned, the match can go either way. So,
Exactly.
One more thing to mention about AEW as well and Cody. I think the main issue was Tony Khan tried to bring everything to AEW, which I loved and I was there for. I enjoyed popping every night and marking out for a new debut. But build from what you have. Like Cody was there, and they could have built off Cody, but they didn't build off Cody. They brought in Punk, as you mentioned, and Adam Cole and Adam Copeland now. Like, they have their homegrown guys. Why chase such a large ball?
Yeah, I definitely agree with everything you just said. And, I mean, it is great for Cody to kind of get this off his chest and kind of say, this is why I left and I'm never going back because I wasn't treated the way that I am being treated in WWE by Triple H and the content writers there now. Obviously, they know what they have in Cody Rhodes. They have a megastar. They have two in LA Knight, but, but I mean, it's just great for him to come out and say this and kind of explain to the fans, explain to the WWE Universe why he left, and I just think it's great to hear. But we're going to get into our second topic of today's video, which is MJF fires shots at The Rock. And yes, you heard that right. Get your scarves out because MJF is firing shots at The Rock here on Instagram. And first we had to take you to a post by MJF's ex-fiance here, or ex-girlfriend here on Twitter, where she posted a painting she made of The Rock with a bloody Cody Rhodes, and The Rock said, "Love this. What an artistic convergence of emotions. I'd like to buy this from you. My team will be in touch. I know a special mom who I'd love to give this to." And MJF fires back here by saying, "First you steal my glorious idea to lash Cody. Now you try to cop art from my ex. I'm a fan, but please leave me be, Dewey." And yes, Brady, I mean, I love MJF. I got the scarf on right now. Up the blues. But, come on. And, this is great. MJF, one of my favorite wrestlers in the world right now. I just love, he's such a great heel. He was a great face at one point in WWE as well. And for him to come out and take shots at The Rock just before Mania, this is big. And I think this is just great. It adds kind of a little bit of a story to maybe an inkling of MJF coming to WWE.
Well, certainly adds a little bit of extra Mania moment magic here because, with Triple H at the reins now and WrestleMania being the biggest show of them all, I mean, anything can happen. And with MJF having past ties with Cody Rhodes, it would certainly be interesting to see MJF take a role upon the WWE roster and see how far he'd go with that.
Yes.
And I mean,
It's gonna be
as
hard.
you say.
It's gonna be hard to say, man, because like if he comes in to help Cody, say like that's kind of crazy too, because they had such a big feud in AEW. So it's gonna be weird to see if he fits in here. But I think it is definitely interesting that he takes shots at The Rock for wanting to buy a piece of art off of his ex. I just think it's great. It's just MJF. It's just MJF.
Just classic, you know. Keeping the kayfabe alive. You gotta love it. You gotta love MJF, what he stands for, what he's all about. Great heel. Would love to see how it would play out in the WWE, especially with all the new changes. Like I said, we got the blood and we got some cussing going on now. So who knows? We could very well get MJF, and he could come in and help Roman. You know, he could come in and just give the big FU to Cody, and then boom, MJF versus Cody.
Yeah,
You know,
that would
tons
be awesome
of different
too.
options.
Yeah,
It would be.
like I said, I'm a really big fan of MJF. I'd love to see him come to the WWE because I think he has so much talent on the mic, in the ring to, you know, be a champion in the biggest industry in wrestling at the WWE level. We've seen him do it in AEW. He could easily do it in WWE. And my dream feud is The Miz versus MJF for some reason. I just think that would just be an amazing feud and I would love to see it. But it all happens if MJF comes to WWE and, you know, dropping inklings on Twitter that might happen by shooting shots at The Rock. You know, it just adds, like you said, to the kayfabe of it all.
Definitely. And like you say, that Miz versus MJF match, oh my God. That would be that would be incredible. Knockoff Miz versus OG Miz. Now I'm not saying he's a knockoff, but he's been called it. Cheap Miz, wish Miz. But yeah, I think that would be excellent. And it opens up so many more doors. And I mean, we got guys like Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Finn Balor, you know, it's just endless.
Yeah, and taking shots at The Rock these days are like taking shots at Drake. You're gonna get clapped back here. The Rock is obviously gonna do something to, maybe in a promo, maybe on SmackDown if he's there on Friday. Maybe he drops a little, hint diss to MJF. I think that would be fun to watch. But obviously, big MJF guys here on the channel, and just having him, kind of interact with WWE superstars is fun to see, and kind of drops little hints that he may come to WWE at some point. But we're going to get everybody's favorite topic here on the channel, which is comment of the day. And the comment of the day today goes to Do. He says, that's pretty good. I've been saying that Preist is going to cash in on Drew after he pins Seth. And yeah, we talked about that in our earlier video today where we did our Wrestlemania predictions. It'll be popping up on your screen towards the end of this video if you want to check that out. It's a great video. But yeah, we've been saying that, well, at least I've been saying that Drew is going to beat Seth. Brady has saying the same thing.
Yeah.
I think the cash in on that championship makes more sense than the Undisputed Universal Championship. But it'll be fun to see what plays out here on Sunday.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, great take. Definitely a very, very high chance of that happening. Personally, I would like to see Priest cash in on Gunther.
That'd be interesting.
Keep Damian Priest out of the main title picture. But yes, I cannot wait for WrestleMania. KC can't wait for WrestleMania, and we're all stoked here.
Yeah, we're so fired up here on the channel. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to go down below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because we're going to be here bringing you daily videos on everything that's happening around the wrestling world. And this weekend is going to be huge for us. We're going to be here covering everything going into WrestleMania, so you're not going to want to miss that. So go down below and hit that subscribe button. And while you're down there, like I said, leave a comment down below on everything we talked about here today. You might be featured on the next comment of the day. And make sure to check out our WrestleMania prediction video. Will be popping up on your screen right now. But as always, I've been your host, KC, alongside my co-host, Brady. We'll catch you in the next one.